Hi guys, I'm Erica of Erica's Joyful Oven, and today we're going to make a Trini black fruit cake. Let's go! For the base of the cake, blend together 1 pound each of currants, raisins and prunes, 1/4 pound of mixed peel, and 3 cups each of cherry brandy and a red rum such as Black Label. Blend this together to a chunky texture and store in a glass container for at least a week, or it can be stored for several months. And this is our base. We're going to set this aside and get ready to make the cake. I have already creamed 1/2 pound of butter and 1/2 pound of sugar, and next I'm going to add 5 large eggs, and I've mixed the eggs together with some lemon peel so that it's going to take away the freshness of the eggs. I'm mixing one at a time, making sure that each addition is well incorporated. Traditionally, this cake relies on a weight measurement for ingredients. However, I will include a cup measurement in the description to this video on my channel. Once all the eggs have been added, continue to mix on a medium speed for 2 minutes until the mixture is nice and light. Now we can add in the fruit mixture. So I'm using only 3 cups of the mixture in this batter, and that is enough to give me a rich cake. And my stash of fruit mixture has been soaking for almost 2 years, and so it has a really wonderful aroma at this point. Next, I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 teaspoon each of spice, nutmeg and salt, together with 1/2 teaspoon each of vanilla extract and almond extract. After mixing this together well, I'm going to add 1/2 pound of all-purpose flour and 1/4 pound of almond meal. If you don't have almond meal, you can use ground almonds, and it gives the cake a wonderful texture and an amazing taste. Add the flour mixture in thirds, making sure that each addition is well incorporated and there are no lumps. As you can see, this cake is so very simple to make, but the results are amazing and truly reminiscent of a true Trini Christmas. Once all the flour has been well incorporated, I'm now going to add in 1/2 cup of chopped maraschino cherries and 1/3 cup of browning. I'm using here homemade browning, and I will include a recipe for this in the description to this video on Facebook and YouTube. You can add more browning if desired, but keep in mind that after baking, this cake is going to be considerably darker than the batter looks right now. Now here's a little trick I always saw my mom doing when she made her black cake. If you stick a spoon into the batter and it stands or it very slowly falls over, then your batter has enough flour. But if it falls over very quickly, then your batter may need just a tablespoon or 2 more of dried flour. And lastly, I'll add in 3 teaspoons of baking powder. The baking powder is not going to make the cake rise a lot, but it is going to keep the cake nice and light. I'm going to pour the batter into a 6-inch and 8-inch baking pan that have been lined with parchment paper. You can also make this in a 10-inch baking pan, and it's not going to rise very much, so you can fill this to about 1/2 inch to the rim of the pan. Bake the cake in a preheated oven at 300 degrees for 2 hours. Here is the cake fresh from the oven, and it smells absolutely amazing. I'm going to let it cool at room temperature for 30 minutes before removing the paper. And then I'm going to soak the cake lightly with some cherry brandy or non-alcoholic wine. I'm using just 2 tablespoons on top of each cake, and this is going to keep the cake nice and moist. And it also acts as a preservative for the cake. You can soak the cake at least once a week, and this keeps the cake nice and moist. And this cake keeps very well for several weeks. This cake is so rich and amazing. You guys definitely need to try this recipe. Let me know in the comments below if you do, and be sure to like and subscribe to Erica's Joyful Oven for more amazing recipes.